Hello everyone, I'm Sina from Security and Safety Things and welcome to one of our webinar series. Today we're live with you on LinkedIn and YouTube, and I'm very happy to introduce Eric Jan from Eagle Eye Networks to you. Today he's talking about video analytics in the Eagle Eye Cloud, and he's also going a bit deeper into how to combine edge analytics with cloud analytics. So I'm very excited what he has to tell, and if you have any questions during the webinar, just leave us a comment in the comment section below and our team will reply right away. So without any further ado, I'll just hand over to Eric Jan right away. Enjoy.
Thank you for joining this webinar with Eagle Eye Network and Security and Safety Things. It's a webinar about video analytics within the Eagle Eye Networks cloud. My name is Erik Jan Filippo. I'm a product manager at Eagle Eye Networks. I joined the company about 6 years ago, and I've been working for product management since the beginning. And Eagle Eye Networks is a cloud-based video surveillance company. So we store the video in the cloud, and we've been doing that since the very beginning. So a quick introduction about Eagle Eye Networks. It was founded in 2012 by Dean Draco. We store all the video primarily in the cloud and not on an edge device like an NVR or DVR. And you can access the video from everywhere, from the mobile apps, from the tablet, from the web app or desktop client, laptop, from everywhere, very easily. We have headquarters in Austin, Texas, in the United States, and we have offices in Amsterdam and Tokyo and Colombia. And in Amsterdam, we also have R&D. So I am based in Amsterdam office. So we are rapidly growing and have customers globally in over 80 countries. And our founder, Dean Draco, is a serial entrepreneur. He founded multiple companies, including a company called Barracuda Networks, which is a security and making security products, cybersecurity products like spam filters, firewalls, and networking equipment. So this is our background. So the solution we are offering is a device called the Bridge that is connected to the cloud. And with the Bridge, you can connect existing camera installations or new camera installations. And the moment you can connect it to the cloud, you have unlimited scalability. So we did projects over 15,000 cameras in Mexico City for a city surveillance project. You can all manage that in one system in a consistent way with one user interface. And that makes it very easy to monitor and manage. And if you have everything in one system, you can also real-time access it and store it for a fixed duration. Like, for example, we can store video up to 5 years, and you can also do video analytics on top of it. So we run video analytics on the cloud, and you get the same motion detection, the same video analytics for both your existing analog cameras and your IP cameras. And because of our on-premise Bridge, we can support over 3,000 cameras. If you have a camera that's not on our supported camera list, we can very easily add it for you. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we work with a device called the Bridge. So here's the network diagram, how this works. So you have your existing cameras, an IP camera or analog camera, which can connect to the Bridge, and the Bridge is bridging it with the internet. And the Bridge does multiple key things. So one is it's encrypting all the data to the cloud. So everything that's being communicated to the cloud is fully encrypted. Second, it allows for a plug and play setup. So you just have to plug it in and it will automatically connect, no sophisticated setup. It's very easy to use. 3, it's buffering the local video. So if there's no internet connection, or if there is a hiccup in the internet connection, then you can it will buffer the video until the internet connection is recovered and then synchronize it back to the cloud. And 4, it contains a firewall, which is preventing the cameras from reaching the internet directly. So we call this the cyber lockdown feature. And what it does is the cameras cannot reach the internet and the internet cannot reach the cameras. And this is to increase the security around the system. The moment we send the video to the cloud, we store it with triple redundancy. So for each recording, we store it on 3 individual hard drives. And from there, we make it, we also store it encrypted on the cloud. So the moment we receive the video from the camera, we encrypt it, and that same encrypted file is stored on the cloud as well. Okay, because we are rapidly growing, I have some figures to illustrate that. So we currently run 11 data centers globally. We recently added a new data center in Germany, in Frankfurt, and we are constantly adding new data centers. We rack and stack our own data centers, which means that we are not running on a third-party cloud, we are running it on our own cloud. We put our own servers in the data center. And we are currently dealing over 50 petabytes of storage, which is the equivalent of 50 million YouTube videos. And with all that video, there's also a lot of events. So every time there is something happening in front of the camera, the event is transmitted to the cloud, and the cloud transmits that event to an end user via mobile push notifications or an email alert or other notifications. And we process over 1 billion events every month. So one of the benefits of a cloud system is that it's constantly evolving, and you constantly get new improvements and features. So it's not the same product that you get when you buy it, you get improvements all the time. And next to all the feature improvements, we also improved our security, scalability, and monitoring. So regarding security, this is a strong focus within Eagle Eye Networks. We have now SOC compliancy. We are doing consistent security scans, vulnerability scans on our cloud, and we are working on improving the redundancy by introducing new data centers, growing our capacity. And this gives you as a customer the confidence that if you store your video in the cloud, it's both secure and it's reliably stored. We also have offices, 3 offices around the world, so Tokyo, Amsterdam, and Austin, Texas, and we have support teams over there. So there's 24/7, 24/5 support. So if you have a problem, then you can call us in the evening, and we will take care of your problem and fix it for you. Okay, I already mentioned the cybersecurity. So to give an example of the importance of cybersecurity, and next to the normal security is the Mira botnet. This is a virus that spread around some time ago. It was focusing on Linux-based Internet of Things devices like IP cameras, NVR, DVRs, or routers. And together they became one network of computers with over 145,000 devices. And they were using that botnet, as they call it, to attack other devices, other websites, for example. And you don't want your camera to be part of such a botnet for 2 reasons. 1, it's being used to abuse other systems, and 2, the hacker is not only using it for abusing other systems, the hacker also has access to your video cameras and can see what you can see. So for privacy reasons, you should be confident that your system is secure and safe. Okay, so how do we do that? So one of the things we do is that the cyber lockdown feature, which prevents the cameras from reaching the internet. And so one of the reasons why the Mira botnet was able to attack it was because the cameras were reachable on the internet. And with Eagle Eye Networks, this is not the case. So there's no port forward, or there's no way to reach the cameras. You can reach Eagle Eye Networks cloud APIs, which are heavily secured. The other way is that everything is encrypted, and there is a strong focus on security. So what we do is, so the cameras are connected to the CMVR and the bridge, so which is preventing it from reaching the internet. We have cameras with EU Connect. I will get back to that later on. Well, we have SDKs and APIs, which are highly secure. And we do firmware upgrades for the whole system. For all cameras and all bridges, and everything is up to date with the latest firmware. And this should give you the confidence that your system is up to date and therefore protected against the latest security threats. Okay, so the bridge is solving a lot of the problems. It's making sure that your camera is connected reliable. But if you want to directly connect the camera to the cloud, then at the moment you need the bridge, and there's a solution for it, which is called the Eagle Eye. Okay. The Eagle Eye Cloud Camera Specification. So you can connect your IP cameras to the cloud without a bridge while still having the same security benefits. So why did we create this Eagle Eye camera specification? So the current IP cameras lack features. They are built for local network communication and not for cloud communication. So one of the things that we did is, one of the things it lacks is plug and play setup. So yeah, there's no way to connect it to a cloud system. It's not always connected. It's not always encrypted. There's no video buffer on the camera. And the camera assumes there's always a good and reliable internet connection and with sufficient amount of bandwidth. And if you look at the internet, then it's very fast, but it's not always very fast and it's not always reliable. So you need something called bandwidth management. So these are the 5 areas that IP cameras lack, and we are solving them with the Eagle Eye Cloud Camera Specification. So it's a specification that helps camera manufacturers to make their camera compatible with the Eagle Eye Cloud. And it provides the following things, the following mandatory features. So there's a plug and play setup in there. There's a program that we call Eagle Eye Connect or EE Connect. It can run on the camera, and that provides plug and play setup. You just have to plug it in and it connects to the cloud, and it ensures there's always an encrypted cloud connection. So it's always working. It's always secure. Next to that, it's providing password management. So if you install a large number of cameras, then you can be confident that each camera is having a secure password. And we do over-the-air firmware upgrades for the cameras. So if your camera is compatible with the Eagle Eye Cloud Camera Spec, we can upgrade the camera with, the customer can upgrade the cameras with one click without visiting the customer's site. You can do that remote. The other items we provide is what we call bandwidth management. So it's making sure that there is enough bandwidth, and otherwise you get a warning. And it provides video and audio streaming and the configuration of that. And finally, we have a feature we call Eagle Eye Always Connect. It's a feature within the camera specification that makes sure that the camera is always connected. And if there's a hiccup, if there's no communication with the cloud possible, it will detect that, reboot the camera, reconfigure the camera to make sure that it's fully working again. And we recently obtained a patent for this approach. So for you as a reseller or a distributor, you can be confident that your cameras are always connected and that you don't have to visit the customer to repair or solve an offline camera issue. So besides the mandatory features, we also have optional features. These are features that are available for camera manufacturers to integrate. And it depends on the hardware capabilities. So not all cameras have PTZ or have Wi-Fi, but you can configure those features as well via the cloud. So the camera specification also allows for edge video analytics, and this is where the safety and security things cameras come in, and the new platform that they are developing, because we believe that the edge has a lot of strengths for doing video analytics. So let's discuss video analytics on the edge and how to connect that with the cloud. So there are various reasons why you would want to do analytics on the edge, on the camera instead of on the cloud. So the cameras are very powerful and they are becoming more powerful every day. So they have the capacity to do basic or more sophisticated video analytics. The cameras have access to the full video quality, to 8 megapixel. There's no video compression. And if you transfer it to a third-party analytics system or to the cloud, you always have you always have to compress the video, and by compressing, you lose some quality. And there's more and more chipsets, SoCs for cameras are getting dedicated chips for machine learning and artificial intelligence. And that helps doing sophisticated video analytics on the camera as well. And the camera has real-time access. So there's no delay. If you transfer it to a cloud system, you always have to, there's always a few 1 or 2 seconds delay, 1 second delay. On the camera, it's instant. So that's why running the camera or running analytics on the camera is very, very interesting. And because it's interesting, we developed an app for the Security and Safety Things platform. So it's an app to analyze the distance between people. So here are screenshots. So you see 2 persons that are on 1.5 meter distance, and therefore there's a green line around it. And if those 2 people will walk closer to each other, then it turns red, and the system raises an alarm, sends an alarm. So it's the camera is making a noise, and there's an alarm sent to the Eagle Eye Cloud. So this is a very nice example of an app running on the cloud, on the camera. So if you're interested in this app, it is a demo app. It's a proof of concept. But if you search for the social distance detector, then you will find this app in the Security and Safety Things application store. So please check it out if you're interested. Okay, so Eagle Eye Networks is working on improving the edge analytics. And one of the things that we are doing is the Eagle Eye Cloud camera specification. But the other way is that we are building the facility or the APIs to do third-party analytics and insert the events back into the cloud. So we are having new API calls to retrieve events through a message broker. It's very easy for developers to get notified if there's, for example, a basic video motion event. Then you can get the video with industry standards streaming methods like RTSP or MP4, and then we have the encrypted version of RTSP. And that can be used to analyze the video. And if there is a person detection or face recognition, then you can insert that information back into the cloud, and it will appear on the timeline. And it will appear next to the video. And if you insert it back into the cloud, then the user will get notified or get an email notification. So we are doing this for object and person detections, and soon also for face detection and face recognition, including the option to have enrolled faces. Okay. Next to that, we already have an existing annotation API. It's an API that you can insert bounding boxes and text next to the video. It's already available for everybody to use. So it's an easy way to extend Eagle Eye Networks with more video analytics options. If you want to know more about it, then please check out en.com/annotation API. And you can, with that API, third-party analytics systems can draw boxes and text on the video like this. Okay. If you have all that analytics, then it's very interesting to use that for large projects. So one of the projects we recently did is in Mexico City. So we installed over 14,000 cameras. And with the very rapid installation, within a couple months, all cameras were installed, thanks to the Eagle Eye Cloud Camera Spec and the cloud APIs and the 4G LTE. So all cameras are connected over 4G LTE. And with those, so if you have more sophisticated analytics, then you can use this for a city surveillance project like this. And for example, search for license plates throughout the city, and those are the options that become available if you have all the systems in one cloud. So we're not there yet, but if you are a third-party analytics provider and you are interested in using the annotation API, then please contact us. Okay, let's move on to a quick product demo. I can show you we have two systems, Eagle Eye Camera Manager and Eagle Eye Cloud VMS, and I will quickly show you Eagle Eye Camera Manager. Okay, here we have the Eagle Eye web application. It's available on webapp.cameramanager.com. So this is the camera manager application. We also have an Eagle Eye Cloud VMS application. It lists you all the cameras that are online, and you can group them by locations. They're called zones. And you can see that we have cameras from the Amsterdam office and the Austin, Texas office. So you can combine multiple locations in multiple countries in one single interface. You can watch the live video in one overview, and you can create your own layouts, multi-views like this. And we send full video quality here. So it's not a lower quality preview stream, this is the full video quality. And you can also do that for a single camera. So this is a camera that's directly connected to the cloud. And there's less than 2 seconds delay in this live video stream. So next to the live video, we also have a history browser timeline. So here you can see that this is an office entrance. So on the left you have the cameras, and you can switch between cameras, or you can watch the timeline. So for every time there is an analytics event, we show a snapshot. For example, a person on Tripwire, and you can zoom in on the timeline like this and watch the live video. So here there's a person crossing the Tripwire. And if you want, you can easily scroll on the timeline. There's a speed play option, so you can play it twice as fast, or even a slow-mo option if you want to go slower. You can jump between the events. So if you want to go to the previous events, then it's one click. You can delete video for privacy reasons. You can share video if you want with other people and email that around. You can export video, so you can make a selection on the timeline and add date and time to it, so it's embedded in the video, and then export it. And we also have a feature we call the 24-hour summary. So you can generate a video clip, a 30 seconds video clip that will summarize the day for you. So it will combine all the events for that particular day into one short video clip. So you can also filter for events. So currently we have object and person detection and camera detection events like infrared, sound, and video motion. But this will soon, we will have soon more events. So you can filter if you want to have only video motion events, then from the camera, the video motion detection events, or the PIR infrared events, you can get them, or the person events, which are the most interesting. You can easily filter and select this. So this is an easy way to search your recordings and see what's happening. Okay, we also have an event search. So you can see all the events for a certain camera. So for example, if we want to have the entrance indoor camera, we get the events for that, or other cameras. You can easily filter for events. And what you can do is you can filter on a day, on date and time, and on the event types. And this is a very easy way to search your events from multiple cameras or multiple locations. And as you can see, there is a green tag around the person that's being detected. So yeah, this is to highlight the detected object or person. And if you hover over it, it will play the video. So you can very easily search and assess your video. Next to that, you can detect or change all the common settings, camera settings, create tripwires, enable, disable analytics. So if you want, you can easily add new areas of interest, and yeah, configure your video surveillance system as you see fit. Next to the web app, we also have mobile applications and tablet applications and a desktop application. So that concludes the product demo for now. If you have more interest about the Eagle Eye Network solutions, please contact us at emiasales@een.com or via LinkedIn. If you have more questions about video analytics or using your third-party analytics systems within Eagle Eye Networks, please contact us as well. You can go to Eagle Eye EMEA Sales, or you can email me directly. Yeah, we are working very hard to make third-party analytics work very well, and we are looking forward to collaborate. That's it for the webinar for today. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
So thanks a lot, Eric Jan. That was super insightful. And also thanks to everyone who watched until the end and stayed with us. All the apps that we saw during the demo are also available on our App Store. Just browse it. The link is in the description. Feel also free to follow us on our social media channels like LinkedIn and Twitter, and stay tuned for the next webinars to come. So thanks, and see you next time.